Hey, welcome to Chat Easy.
Yeah, English without the stress.
You know that feeling when you open your mouth to speak English and suddenly your brain just stops? That happened to Blake yesterday in front of everyone. And the word that broke everything? Just 3 letters. Want to know which one?
I was in a meeting. Important people everywhere. My manager, the team, even someone from head office. And I said it. I am been working on this project all month. The room went completely silent, like someone pressed pause on the world. Then my colleague leaned forward and said, "You mean you have been working on it?" My face turned so red I could feel the heat rising. I wanted to disappear into my chair.
Oh no, Blake, that must have felt terrible. But listen, you are not the first person to mix these up. Actually, thousands of English learners do this every single day. Be, been, being, 3 tiny words that look like cousins, sound similar, but live in completely different grammar neighborhoods. And when you use the wrong one, everyone notices, not because they want to judge you, but because it sounds so unusual to native ears.
Exactly. I know to be is basic English, like super basic, beginner level. But when I'm speaking fast, especially under pressure, my brain just grabs whichever word sounds closest. Sometimes I say, I am being tired when I mean I am tired. Other times I say, she will been late instead of she will be late. It's like my mouth is moving faster than my brain can check the grammar.
That happens because these 3 words come from the same family. They're all forms of to be, so your instinct tells you they're interchangeable, but they're not. Each one has its own specific job, its own grammar rule, its own place in a sentence. Once you see the system, though, everything clicks. No more guessing, no more panic. Just clear, confident choices. Should we map this out together right now?
Yes, please, because honestly, I've been avoiding certain sentences just because I don't trust myself anymore. If I'm not 100% sure, I just restructure the whole thing, which makes me sound strange in a different way, like I'm dancing around the words instead of just saying them.
I understand that completely. I used to do the same thing with phrasal verbs. I would avoid saying figure out because I was never sure if it was figure it out or figure out it. So I would say understand instead, even when figure out was more natural. It made my English sound stiff. Okay, let me tell you the core system right now. Listen carefully because this is the foundation for everything. Be is the base form, been is the past participle, being is the continuous form, the ing form. 3 forms, 3 jobs, never mixed.
Wait, say that again but slower. Base form, past participle, continuous. So be is like the original version.
Exactly. The base form is the pure, unchanged verb. No endings, no helping words attached yet. We use be in 2 main situations. First, after modal verbs, words like will, can, should, must, might, would. These are helping verbs that express possibility, ability, permission, advice. After any modal verb, you always use the base form. Always. So we say she will be happy, not she will been happy, not she will be in happy, just will be. Clean and simple.
Okay, that makes sense. Modal plus base form. What's the second situation for be?
To, when we use the infinitive structure. For example, I want to be a teacher. He needs to be more careful. They hope to be ready by Friday. See how to be works as a pair. The word to is a signal that the base form comes next, not to been or to being, just to be. This pattern shows up constantly in English, in goals, wishes, plans, advice. It's everywhere once you start noticing.
So, if I remember modal verbs and the word to, I will know when to use be. That already feels more solid. What about been?
Been is the form we use with have, has, or had. This creates what we call perfect tenses: present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. The structure is simple: have plus been, has plus been, had plus been. For example, I have been to Japan. That shows experience in your life. Or she has been sick all week. That connects the past to now. Or they had been waiting for hours before the train arrived. That shows something that happened before another past event. Do you see the pattern? Have, has, or had is always the partner for been.
So that is why I am being tired sounds so wrong, because been does not work with am. It only works with have, has, or had. That is actually really clear. I never thought about it that way before.
Exactly. Your ear probably knew it sounded strange, but your brain did not know why. Now you know the rule. Been needs a form of have before it. Without that, the sentence breaks. Now let's look at being. This is the continuous form, the one that shows action in progress. We use being in two main ways. First, for passive sentences in the present continuous, when something is happening to the subject right now. For example, the house is being painted, the food is being prepared, the problem is being solved. Notice the structure? Am, is, or are plus being plus past participle.
So it is showing that something is in the middle of happening, not finished yet, still in progress.
Exactly right. The second way we use being is for temporary behavior or actions, when someone is acting a certain way right now, but it's not their normal personality. For example, he is being rude today. This means his behavior today is rude, but normally he is polite. Or, she is being very quiet. This suggests she is usually more talkative. Being highlights that the behavior is temporary, unusual, just for this moment.
Oh, that's interesting. So he is rude means that's his personality, but he is being rude means just right now, something is different.
Perfect. You just understood a subtle but important distinction. Native speakers use this all the time, often without thinking about it. Now, I have a question for you. Can you say, I am being tired?
Based on what you just said, no, because tired is not really a behavior, it's a state. You can't perform tiredness as a temporary action. You just are tired.
Excellent thinking. Exactly right. We say, I am tired, or I have been tired all week, but not, I am being tired. That sounds very strange, because tiredness is not something you do, it's something you experience. This is a common mistake, so I'm glad you caught it. The coffee here smells so strong today. It's making me feel more awake just sitting here.
Yeah, the whole cafe has that warm roasted smell. It's nice. Okay, so let me test myself. Modal verbs need be, have, has, had need been, am, is, are plus ongoing action needs being. Is that the complete formula?
That's it. 3 rules, 3 forms, no overlap. If you memorize this structure, you'll never mix them up again. But understanding the rule is only half the work. Now we need to practice. Let me give you some sentences and you tell me which form fits. Ready?
Ready. Give me the first one.
She wants blank happy in her new job. What goes in the blank?
She wants to. So that is the infinitive structure. The answer is be. She wants to be happy in her new job.
Perfect. Next one. I blank working from home since January. What fits here?
Since January means it started in the past and continues now. That is present perfect, so I need have been. I have been working from home since January.
Excellent. You are connecting the grammar to the meaning. That is the real skill. Okay, next. The documents blank reviewed by the manager right now. What is missing?
Right now means it is happening at this moment. That is continuous passive, so it needs are being. The documents are being reviewed by the manager right now.
Very good. One more. You should blank more careful when driving. What do you think?
Should is a modal verb. Modal means base form, so the answer is B. You should be more careful when driving.
Perfect. You are getting this. Now let me make it harder. Tell me the difference between these two sentences. The office has been cleaned and the office is being cleaned. What is different?
Okay, has been cleaned uses present perfect, so the cleaning is finished, it is done. But is being cleaned uses present continuous passive, so the cleaning is happening right now. Someone is in the middle of cleaning it.
Exactly. Same location, same action, but completely different timing. One is completed, one is in progress. This is why the form matters so much. It changes the entire meaning of the sentence. Let me give you another pair. He is funny versus he is being funny. What is the difference?
He is funny describes his personality, that is who he is, but he is being funny describes his behavior right now. Maybe he is making jokes today, but normally he is more serious. Temporary versus permanent.
Perfect explanation. You are really hearing the difference now. Let us go further. I want to show you the most common mistakes people make with these three words, because once you see the errors clearly, you will avoid them automatically. Are you ready for this part?
Yes, show me the mistakes. I probably made all of them.
First common mistake. I am been living here for 5 years. What is wrong?
Been needs have, not am. So it should be, I have been living here for 5 years.
Correct. Second mistake. She will been ready soon. What is the problem?
After will, we use the base form, so it should be, she will be ready soon.
Good. Third mistake. The car is being repaired. How do you fix it?
If the repair is happening now, it should be, the car is being repaired. If the repair is finished, it should be, the car has been repaired. It depends on the timing.
Excellent. You just showed that you understand both forms. Fourth mistake. He has being difficult lately. What is wrong here?
After has, we need been, not being. So it should be, he has been difficult lately.
Very good. Fifth mistake. They want being successful. What needs to change?
After want, we use to plus the base form. So it should be, they want to be successful.
Perfect. You are catching these quickly now. One more mistake. The project is been completed. What is the error?
This is mixing two structures. If it is finished, we say the project has been completed. If it is being finished right now, we say the project is being completed. But is been does not work. Those two words do not go together.
Exactly right. Is been is impossible in English. Never use them together. You either use is being for continuous passive or has been for completed actions, but never is been. Your brain might try to say it when you're speaking quickly, but it will always sound wrong. The rain started outside. Can you hear it tapping on the window?
Yeah, it sounds soft. Kind of relaxing, actually. Okay, I want to practice more. Give me a real-life situation and I will build sentences using all three forms.
Good idea. Let us use a job interview scenario. You're explaining your experience. Start with be.
Okay, I want to be a project manager in a technology company. That uses to be because it is an infinitive showing my goal.
Perfect. Now use been.
I have been working in this field for 3 years. That shows my experience from the past until now.
Good. Now use being.
I am being considered for a leadership role in my current company. That shows something happening right now. Passive voice.
Excellent example. You just used all three forms correctly in context. Now, let me give you a different scenario. You're describing a problem at work. Use all three forms again.
Okay,
The system should be fixed by tomorrow. That is modal plus base form. The problem has been affecting our team all week. That's present perfect. And the issue is being investigated by IT right now. That is continuous passive. Did I get them all?
Yes, all correct. And you structured them naturally, not like a grammar exercise. That's the real test. When the forms fit smoothly into real sentences, you know you understand them. Let me ask you something. Before today, when you spoke English, were you thinking about these rules?
No, I was just hoping I got it right, like throwing words at the wall and hoping they stick. Sometimes they did, sometimes they did not, but I never knew why.
That's how most learners feel. They rely on intuition, on what sounds right. But intuition only works if you've heard thousands of correct examples. If you learned English mostly from textbooks or non-native speakers, your intuition might be off. That is why rules help. They give you a reliable system when your ear isn't sure.
Yeah, I learned mostly from textbooks and some YouTube videos, but not enough real conversation, so my ear is still developing. That's why I need these rules right now.
Exactly. And as you practice, the rules will become automatic. You'll stop thinking about them consciously. Your brain will just choose the right form because you've repeated the pattern enough times. But in the beginning, it's okay to pause and think. It's okay to check the structure in your head before you speak. Accuracy first, then speed.
That makes me feel better. I always thought I should speak fast to sound fluent, but maybe slow and correct is better than fast and wrong.
Much better. Fluency is not just speed. It is clarity, accuracy, and confidence together. A person who speaks slowly but correctly sounds more fluent than someone who speaks quickly but makes mistakes every sentence. Trust me on this. Do you want to try some advanced sentences now?
Advanced? Okay, I will try, but if I mess up, just correct me gently.
Of course. Here is the first one. How do you say, the situation could have been different if we acted earlier? Is that correct?
Let me think. Could have been uses a modal, could, plus have been. That is correct because we are talking about a past possibility that did not happen.
Perfect. You just used the third conditional structure with been. Very advanced. Next one. How do you say, by next year, I will have been living here for 10 years? Is that right?
Will have been living is future perfect continuous. We use been because it follows will have. So yes, that sentence is correct.
Excellent. You are recognizing complex structures now. One more. How do you say, the rules are being changed by the government? Correct or not?
Being changed is present continuous passive. That is correct. It shows the changes are happening right now.
Very good. Now, final challenge. Build me one sentence that uses both be and been together. Can you do that?
Okay. I want to be honest, so I have been practicing these forms all morning. That has to be for the infinitive and have been practicing for the present perfect continuous.
Perfect sentence. Natural, clear, and grammatically correct. You just showed that you can use multiple forms in one sentence without confusion. That is real progress. Look at the people in this cafe. They are talking, laughing, ordering coffee. Most of them are native speakers, and every single one of them uses be, been, and being correctly without thinking, because they heard these patterns thousands of times growing up. You're building the same instinct, just faster through rules and practice.
That is a nice way to think about it. I'm not behind. I'm just learning differently. Okay, I have one more question. What about been being? Can those two words ever go together?
Great question. Yes, they can, but it is rare.
We use been being in present perfect continuous passive or when describing ongoing temporary behavior in the past. For example, the house has been being renovated for months, or he had been being difficult before the meeting. But honestly, native speakers often avoid this structure because it sounds awkward. We would probably say, the house has been under renovation for months, or he had been difficult before the meeting. So yes, it is grammatically possible, but not common.
Okay, so I do not need to worry about that too much. I will focus on the main 3 rules first.
Smart choice. Master the basics before the exceptions. And honestly, the 3 rules we covered today will handle 95% of situations. Modal means be, have, has, had means been, am, is, are plus action means being. If you remember those 3, you'll sound confident and correct in almost every conversation.
I feel so much better now. This morning I was afraid to speak. Now I actually want to practice. That's a big change in just one conversation.
That's the power of clarity. Fear comes from confusion. When you understand the system, the fear dissolves. You might still make mistakes sometimes, everyone does, but now you'll know how to fix them. You'll hear the error yourself and self-correct. That's real fluency.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing I learned today is that these words are not random. They follow patterns, and patterns can be learned. Someone just dropped a cup. Did you hear that crash?
Yes, it startled me. Okay, let me give you one final exercise before we finish. I want you to listen to yourself this week. Every time you use be, been, or being, pause for half a second and check if you chose correctly. Do not overthink it, just notice. This builds awareness, and awareness builds skill.
I can do that. Just notice and check. Not judge myself, just observe.
Exactly. Be kind to yourself. You are learning a new system. It takes time for your brain to automate it. Some days you will get it right. Some days you will slip. Both are fine. Progress is not linear. But every correct sentence builds your confidence. Every mistake teaches you something. Both are valuable.
Thank you, Zara. I really mean that. This cafe, this conversation, this whole lesson, it helped me more than you know. I came here feeling embarrassed about yesterday. Now I feel ready for tomorrow.
You should feel ready, because now you have a system, not just hope, not just guessing, a real, reliable system. And that system will support you in every conversation from now on. The rain stopped. Did you notice? The air smells fresh now.
Yeah, it does. Everything feels a little clearer, both the weather and my English.
That is perfect. Go practice now. Speak with confidence. And remember, modal means be, have means been, and continuous action means being. 3 rules, 3 forms, no confusion.
3 rules, 3 forms, no confusion. I will remember that. See you next time, Zara.
See you next time, Blake. You are doing great. Keep going.